I decided to do like a part 2 to my last video that I did of when I had my new filters, and it's been nearly a week. Well, it's not a week yet. I had these since last Wednesday, the 23rd of December, and I feel things are, feel fine. Like they feel calmer and able to cope with the environment, and it's right outside, and by now I would be like shutting my blind because it would be just too bright for me to cope with. And I noticed on Thursday was the first time I been out in, because when I got them it was dark, so I couldn't test them outside. So, and then the next day I wore them, and it was great because I was out in the sunshine and I had all the lighting bearing at me in where I was, and I was able to cope with it because yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, there's a big difference. Slight bit of a little treat, like see a tiny bit of the tint, but I think that's just me adjusting to the tint. It didn't look like that in the assessment. I think I'm just adjusting to the tint. Like everything's calm for me. Like I'm not getting that very bad headaches like I was getting. Very slight little one, but that's just me adjusting to the colour. I think that's just normal for me. But yeah, I feel fine. Like I would, I haven't done the big test yet of doing my coursework yet, but I'm gonna do that later on. Hopefully I'll be fine, but I should be fine. I'm like looking at this page, the back of the Irlen Revolution book, and the page would usually be glary by now, as I'll take my glasses off. So I don't like doing this part. This part was like this in the assessment, and I didn't like taking them away because it was just so bright. Now there's glare, so put them back on. Just adjusting back straight away. Adjusted back to normality. As you can see, they look green. I don't see the green, not really, but you see the green in the video, like looking at me, and yeah, it's amazing how that tint you can see mostly. And I'm not blinking as bad because I look at other videos of me previous and I'm constantly blinking, so I think my blinking is in control with these tints. So I think I got to the stage where my blinking's now controlled again. So yeah, I'm really happy. And I've just, I just said, the page looks normal. So I'm going to try and read this part. The widely accepted notion that everyone sees the exact same thing when looking at an object around them is wrong, for instance. While one person can pick up a printed page and read it with ease, another may be frustrated by the words and letters that appear to move and jumping around. Unfortunately, there is a non-transference effective solution to the Irlen method. After 3 decades of evolution, the treatment of reading issues with the use of colour filters, Helen Irlen has turned her attention to children and adults who suffer from light sensitivity, headaches, attention disorder, learning disabilities, dyslexia, and a host of other visual perception related conditions. Here, finally, hope for everyone who has been misdiagnosed and needs real help for a real problem. See, I read that with ease. There is a couple words that still trip me up. They're not moving. It's just I got to break them down to be able to say them properly. Sometimes I would guess them. Like I would read and just guess the words that's on the page before, because they look like what they were doing at me. So I would just guess what they were all the time, like most all the words, because the words were moving and I would lose my place. And then I was not losing my place at all. So that is the amazing thing, being able to do something. And hope probably I will be online still, so hopefully that'll be the big test, being able to sit there for like maybe a whole day doing the class, and hopefully I'll be able to just be able to concentrate better and just relax. And if I go back to the classroom, I'll be able to cope with the lighting. I won't like being at home. Yeah, I can control my environment, but with my new filters, I don't need to control. I can cope with that lighting, so I don't have to put my blinds down to make it dark in here, because I can cope with it, and it will be so much. I am really excited to test them out more, and this is why I decided to do this like a part 2 to the other video, because I just want to like. Been a few days since I've had my new filters, and I'm excited how they are, and hopefully more better things can happen, and I'll be able to do better on my course, because I was waiting so long to have the appointment that I was struggling, and I was just in a bad way. Every time I was doing coursework, I would end up going to bed or going to have a nap just to cool down, because I was getting so frustrated by the page and not able to do it. Really frustrated me. So now I can do it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be fine. Because I want to do well. Like, this course is important that I do well on it to get better. To do well with the grades. Because I don't want to come out of this course and not done well. So it does show how much Irlen does affect someone. Like, you got these people saying that Irlen's not real, when why would you say that? It is real. Would you like to be in our shoes, like suffering with Irlen? Like, I've had Irlen all my life, but I didn't know I had it till I went to college, because no one picked it up straight away. Like, no one picked it up. They just go, oh, you're lazy, or you got a learning difficulty, and yeah. But if I didn't find out about my Irlen, I wouldn't have been the person I am today, like trying to raise awareness for Irlen, that I am very proud of doing, because it is my passion, raising awareness, and it's something that I'll be doing the rest of my life, because we just got to keep fighting for those with Irlen. Like, it's just something we got to continue doing, as these people have got to be on board, as it is a disability. Really, it does affect you. And also my Irlen filters have helped my hand, because I had a really, like, before my new filters came, my hands were really bad, and you feel the tension on you, like you got too much tension, because your muscles are like achy and hurting, because of your Irlen being affecting you. And people are like, that's not Irlen though, is it? Yeah. Even though I go to a chiropractor, I still have those certain situations where certain parts of me are hurting still. Like, my hands get so sore. And then first day I did something, and they didn't hurt. And usually I would struggle with it. So using my hands is important too, because you to write and do basic stuff. So, those people saying that Irlen's not real, yeah, it is. We're not making it up. It's not in our heads. It's there. This stuff is going on the paper. That they'll be like, oh, but in it definitely just to do with your eyes. I'm like, no, it's the visual cortex that's in between the brain and the eyes. Like, that's where the air is. It's affecting us. Like, this is why all these weird stuff happen in the environment, and all this happens. It's not just the page. Like Irlen affects so much. So, having Irlen filters has really helped me, like, change my life. Like, that's why I got so excited on the day that my filters arrived, because I just wanted to have a calm relief from everything that goes on in the environment. I just couldn't wait to put them on, because it was just something that really helps me. And without my filters, I don't know who I would be. where would I be? So yeah, sharing this video, I just like to like put it out there, and this is what I'm going through, like, and how much it helps me. So yeah. So this will be for now, and I will do like I might do like a 3 month video, like to update how I'm doing with my new filters. So yeah, bye for now. Bye.